Welcome to the musical sound of LBC. On the 21st of September 1987, London's news and information station LBC introduced a number of new programmes, changed the style of some of its existing ones, and introduced a brand new music package, a package which was perhaps the greatest indicator to the audience of those changes.
The inspiration for the package came from David Arnold and composer Mike Moran. Based on a 6-note theme, they provided us with an innovative package of variations on the theme which you have just heard. Covering every area of our output, it has provided LBC with a distinct identity, while at the same time it has given each main program a clear musical personality. Let us start just before 6 in the morning as we come up to the first major news bulletin of the day.
1152 kilohertz AM, LBC Radio.
The 6 o'clock news, this is Douglas Cameron. After signing the medium-range missile treaty, Ronald Reagan...
During the AM program, and indeed right through the day, a number of regular information slots are signposted like this. Michael Van Straten and guests at the Dorchester. The time is 8:40. And shares of start of the day higher in London following a good end to the week on Friday when the FT index rose 25.7 to close at 1310.7. The first time it's closed above 1300 for a fortnight. Here now, financial editor Douglas Moffat.
That rise on Friday, the biggest for nearly 3 weeks, means shares have now tortuously regained all the ground.
The main news from LBC Radio at 8:45. New Zealand has launched a protest with France.
Very heavy and slow-moving traffic on the Hanger Lane gyratory system at all approaches. It's because of an earlier minor accident.
It's going to be another of those dry but cloudy days with a cold breeze, something we've got rather used to so far this month.
And here he is, Nick Peters.
Hello there. Well, life out there in Pakistan seems to get more Byzantine.
And as we come up to each hour during AM, we obviously want to tell you why you just have to stay tuned. Monday, December the 14th. Good morning, AM with Douglas Cameron and Peter Dealey. Battle for Miners' presidency hots up, and Barbara Woodhouse will keep you out of the doghouse with your pet later.
The barrister who's on the night shift, we talk to him. Mums and dads, help is at hand. We tell you what to do with the kids at Christmas, and it's all very nice. And Pakistan say, let's have neutral umpires, but England say no.
261 medium wave, LBC Radio.
The 9 o'clock news, this is Douglas Cameron.
And after AM, Brian Hayes takes over in his own inimitable style and with his own music pack.
Brian Hayes on LBC Radio. Phone 353-8111.
Good morning, London. The Reagan-Gorbachev...
On the half hour, Brian has his own ident for the news summary, an ident which cleverly takes his individual theme and elides it into a standard news sound.
LBC Radio News, the fate of England.
We'll hear some more examples of those half-hour sounds a bit later, but across lunchtime, Steve Jones picks up the baton.
And he is followed by our counselling hour, a complete change of style.
Then, through the afternoon, there's Pete Murray.
Pete Murray on LBC Radio. Phone 353-8111.
Time now for our Mysteries Phone-In. Ghost hunter Stephen Kendall.
And between 5 and 7 on weekday evenings, Richard Dallin keeps the region abreast of the news with Update.
Update with Richard Dallin on LBC Radio.
In this hour, Kenneth Clark and Brian Gould on the British Steel sell-off. How the police have been told to go on buses to save money. The lobby of Parliament by angry nurses from St Thomas's. Advice on how to junk mail. But first, the build-up to the Washington summit and the warheads moving in at Molesworth.
LBC's mid-evening programme is called The Night is Young.
The Night is Young with Jill Pyra on LBC Radio.
Good evening. Tonight, after all these weeks of tension, relief is near. The winner of our Phantom of the Opera on Broadway contest will be declared, but not just yet. Beforehand, we hear from Deborah Crane about the week's ballet premieres, a triple bill from London Contemporary.
And that is followed by the immensely popular Nightline.
And to keep LBC's audience fully awake, we run Through the Night.
Mike Carson on LBC Radio.
That's the LBC day, or at least weekday. Oh, I did promise we'd play you a few more examples of those rather clever half-hour news themes.
Our weekend programmes use some of those musical sounds you've just heard. The sports programme, of course, has its own sparkling introduction.
Sports Watch with Mike Porter on LBC Radio.
So, that's a short impression of our new sound. This is Peter Dealey.
And I'm Douglas Cameron, saying that the sound has brought us a great deal of praise. Praise, really, that should belong to David Arnold and Mike Moran.